Hello, and welcome to our agency-specific Therap overview training. This video was designed as a high-level look at Therap and how our agency here at Cass County Community Living uses the Therap software for documentation. Therap is an amazing and very robust software program with many features that are customizable to meet the needs of different agencies. We created an agency-specific manual for Cass County Community Living. These manuals should be located near the computer in every home. Our agency-specific manual supports a step-by-step approach on how to use the software for specific tasks within Therap. Now, don't get overwhelmed. Remember, this video is a high-level overview. You will receive more in-depth training later in your orientation. In the front of each of our agency-specific user manuals, there's an index. This will give you a quick reference to page numbers to allow you to look up the step-by-step instructions on how to complete specific tasks within the software. On the desktop of every computer in our homes, there is a Therap icon that will allow you to access the login screen. You will have an agency-specific assigned username as well as a temporary password. The first time you log into Therap, you will need to change and create your own password. When you create your own personal password, it must contain at least 8 characters. It must have upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and at least one special character. Now remember, never share your password with anyone. Once you log into Therap, you should land directly on your dashboard page. This is where you will access all of the awesomeness that Therap has to offer. Remember, the Therap dashboard, it's your new best friend. From your Therap dashboard, you can access everything that you'll need to be able to do your documentation on your individuals in Therap. Should you ever feel lost in the system, simply click on the link at the top of the screen that says Dashboard, and your new best friend will reappear. To do, on your dashboard, your to-do list will always be located in the top left corner. This is where all of the ISP data programs will be listed that you need to review, acknowledge, and sign off on. These are the individualized service plans for each of our individuals that we care for. To access the document for the ISP, you simply need to click on the blue link. You'll need to review this document, acknowledge, and sign off that you have read it and understand. This document will provide you with all of the information you need to be able to provide care to the individuals that you serve. Once you have completely read the ISP plan and clicked on the Acknowledge button, there will be a pop-up window that states, "I acknowledge that I have read, understood, and will accurately implement this program." Clicking on OK is your digital signature that you have read, understood, and agree to implement the plan. We are going to work our way down the left side of your dashboard. There are multiple ways to access the same data in Therap. You can locate specific information on each individual several different ways depending on the button on the left side that you click. The Individual and Health tabs will allow you to access information on an individual by completing a category and name search. We prefer using the Individual Homepage tab, which pulls up information specific to one individual by simply doing a name search. Here, all of their information is accessible in one place. The Agency tab. This is where you can find access to document storage for our agency. In document storage, you will find things like the Employee Handbook, our policies and procedures, our emergency procedures, things that we want you to have easy access to at any time. The Individual Homepage tab in Therap, now this is your next best friend. This is where you can access everything about a specific individual, from their documentation, to their health inventories, to their emergency data sheets. Pretty much anything you need to find is available through the Individual's Homepage tab. Through the individual homepage tab, this is where you'll complete your documentation. Things like progress notes, vital signs, seizure logs, ADLs, adaptive equipment logs, bowel tracking. Everything for documentation for the individual is here, all in one place. Therap is equipped with an internal mail system that's called SCOM. You're able to access SCOM from the right side of your dashboard. SCOM looks and operates like most other email systems. For the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory. As you enter into the SCOM module within Therap, you'll note on the left side you have very similar settings to a normal email, where you can compose. You have an inbox, a sent box, drafts, trash, as well as you can set up and manage different folders within SCOM. When you begin to compose an SCOM message within Therap, the system will require that you choose one of three types of messages: a general message, an individual care message, or a Therap customer support message. When you begin to compose a general SCOM, these SCOMs will not contain any identifying information regarding any of our individuals within the agency. These are for general communications within the agency and should never include identifying information. When composing an individual care SCOM, these SCOMs are encrypted and HIPAA compliant. In the individual care SCOM, you can communicate freely about the individual specifically, as well as the individual's specific health concerns. The third mail option in SCOM is Therap customer support. As a general rule, should you be having issues using Therap, we ask that you contact the office or the on-call manager before ever sending an SCOM to customer support. In most cases, the management team can resolve issues. On your Therap dashboard, on the bottom right, there's an appointments calendar. You can click on the link on the calendar to see the calendar in whole. This is where you can see general happenings within the agency, things like service monitoring dates and times, community RN visits, upcoming trainings, etc. Also on the right-hand side of your Therap dashboard, you will see tasks and classes. These are modules that we will be using in the future. We will use these to track and assign training courses that are required to be completed by all of the direct support professional staff. Individual homepage. This is where you will access and complete all of your documentation for the individuals you care for during your shift. You'll document things like progress notes, bowel tracking, ADLs, adaptive equipment, health concerns, etc. Once you click on the individual's homepage, your recent individual should show up with a photo. If you don't see the individual that you want to document on, then you can do a name search in the name bar. Once their picture appears, all you need to do is click on the individual's name to access their personal homepage. Once you click on their individual homepage, this page will appear. Under the ISP programs, this is where you will document on all of your individuals. Any program that has a 1 in front of it is required DSP documentation every shift. To begin documenting for that shift, simply click on New. There are several other features available on the individual's homepage, which includes the appointment calendar. You will see upcoming appointments for this individual. You can click on the blue link under the appointment to see all information regarding that appointment. The emergency data form. Down in the left side of the screen, if you click on the blue link labeled Emergency Data, this form will show all pertinent information for the individual, all in one place, including diagnoses, contacts, etc. Great for emergency services. Down the left-hand side of the individual homepage, there are several modules. Document storage has many important documents, such as doctor's orders, guardianship paperwork, identification cards, documents regarding their medical history, etc., all accessible from the individual's homepage. General Event Reporting, GER or GER. This is Event and Med-Error Reporting. We will be rolling this out in the near future. This will allow us to eliminate the paper reports that we currently do and have a clear trail of responsibility in real time documented and tracked in Therap. Health tracking. This module is very important as this is where we track all of their health-related information, such as vital signs, bowel tracking, appointments, seizure logs, intake and elimination, as well as special diets. As a DSP with our agency under health tracking, you will most commonly use things like appointments, glucose, weight, intake elimination, seizure, and vital signs. Other modules under health tracking we will use from time to time as necessary. Now remember, this online training is a high-level overview of Therap and the DSP user manual we created specifically for our agency. During your continued training, you will receive in-depth training on how to properly document within Therap on the individuals you serve. Okay, thanks for watching. Now we ask that you please return to the agency website and complete the Therap online overview quiz. Thanks and have a great day.